guys, it's me, Jaren, back again with another video, and today we're going to be talking about World War III. World War III is coming very soon. We all know it. We are all trying to prepare for it mentally and physically. Some of us more than others. But today we are going to be talking about why Gen Z/Alpha cannot participate in World War III. I don't know what I'm going to make the title. Hopefully I make it Gen Z can't fight in World War III, or why Gen Z can't fight in World War III. It's probably going to be one or the other. But this video was inspired by a subscriber that goes by the name of Gabe Gerhardt. I have his @ right here on GOATed Best Subscriber Ever, just spelt out. Thank you, Gabe, for the video idea, and I hope you do tune into this. But yes, World War III is coming, and Gen Z hopefully will not be overly involved. Now, am I saying this because I'm Gen Z? No, I genuinely believe Gen Z is not the war, that the time. I don't know what I was trying to say. We're just going to roll with it. But yeah, Gen Z is probably like the worst generation you want to bring into a war, considering the fact of the first reason out of 3 major reasons. Reason number 1, we don't take anything seriously. We literally have people being murdered across the other side of the planet on, the Eastern fronts and whatnot. We literally have children being bombed in schools, but Gen Z will make it a fucking joke. Like, the amount of videos I've seen of like very serious topics getting made edits of, and just people like clowning them in the comments. Like, we literally have made racism just a normal everyday thing that people laugh at. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be 100% transparent with you guys. I'm 100% guilty of this. I don't make videos about racism. I don't condone it, but I will not lie to you and say that I haven't laughed at a few videos that has racism in it. I will be 100% transparent once again. But it gets to a point. At least I know my problem, and at least I admit fault. Some of these people genuinely think that this is perfectly fine, which is, hey, that's your prerogative, bro. No sort of empathy or sympathy. That's all you, gang. I actually have a heart, even though I don't know what was going on with it. But yeah, Gen Z can't take anything serious. For example, while I was making this video for the past week, I also made a whole edit of something that would probably happen. POV, you hear something zip right past your head, you know you're cooked. And it's literally that dog meme. I'm going to play it for you guys. I hope you guys did enjoy that. I sure did, because that was hilarious. Because, what's gonna happen if you hear something zip past your head? Either it's A, bullet, B, a bomber jet, which probably is the more likely answer. You're just gonna hear a loud zip right past your head, high pitch. I literally just saw a comment of someone saying this on a video while I was scrolling on IG Reels before recording this. So I know what I'm saying definitely holds some weight in the community, because it's the truth. You hear something zip past you, you're going to die. If you aren't a part of either the operations unit or the the Air Force unit, you're going to die instantly. Even though there are anti-aircraft, weaponry and whatnot, you're more likely going to die after hearing something zip past you, because drone strikes are ridiculously fast. I mean, 600 miles per hour all the way up to Mach 6. I don't think you guys understand how fast Mach 6 is. Bullets are insanely fast because of how small they are and the speed that they move at. They move at 767 miles per hour on the dot in terms of the speed of sound. Now, how small the bullet is also plays a very big role in it. Now, imagine seeing a plane moving at that same speed. You are more than likely going to see a plane that is moving at those speeds than a very small bullet, because the plane holds much more surface area, so it's much easier to see it while it's moving at that speed, at that mass. Now, if you cannot see something that is moving 6 times as fast as that. I promise you, because if you can see that, then brother, you need to be fighting a war by yourself. You need to be put out there on your own. I feel like there was, Yujiro Hanma. You need to be out there fighting in the Vietnam War by yourself, like you're Yujiro Hanma from Baki. Like, I don't understand. Like, some people don't really understand how scary it is to be at war. Which is why we're going to get into the second segment, since we're talking about something like being scared, which is a psychological thing. The mental health crisis in America. So, mental health crisis, that's something that's been thrown around a lot recently, and how, the entire world and how Gen Z and Gen Alpha's mental health just keeps on deteriorating more and more and more over time, due to the fact that lockdown has literally caused depression rates and what's the other word? It's depression rates, loneliness, and then I forgot the word already. I forgot the word. I've said this word so many times. I'm literally am this word. Introverts. Oh man, I heard suppressing your emotions can really cause memory loss and whatnot. I think that was the problem. It's caused a lot of introverted loneliness and depression due to the fact that we literally have no human interaction with people for over a year. But in my situation, it was for 2 years because I went to virtual school. Now, it was already hard enough for me to talk to people with the way that I was. I was overweight. I was a loser. I was short. I was everything and above that was wrong with people, in my opinion. So it was already hard enough for me to talk to people, but after 2 years of no interactions with other human beings, it genuinely flipped this switch in me that I'm just not good with people. And then I just reflected on what I was saying and doing back when I was younger, and I realized I was a fucking loser, and that I shouldn't be talking to people. Like, the lockdown literally killed my whole mentality. Like, now that I reflect on myself and that I'm receiving help, I do realize that I'm actually a lot better at talking to people and getting through to people than I thought, and that I'm actually a very, extroverted person. But it's still iffy, wishy-washy. I still don't like going out and whatnot, and this is a problem with a lot of other people in America. I am not a special case. There are millions of other people my age or slightly older, slightly younger, who go through the same problems as me, if not worse. Gen Z and Alpha are the most mentally cooked generation because we've had to deal with so many different things. We've had to deal with the stock market crash twice. We've had to deal with the economy crashing twice. We've had to deal with a pandemic almost twice because of monkeypox. We literally have to deal with another war on top of the Russia and Ukraine war. All of this while the country is being destroyed by an authoritarian president. Now, I'm not one to talk about my political views on this channel, but if you sit here and tell me that the state of this country is perfectly fine while we literally have people that are being ransacked and taken out of their homes, getting their birthright citizenship taken away, and above and beyond, then I honestly can't agree with you. Of course, I agree with some things people say. Now, I've realized over the past few years, you're never going to completely agree with someone. You're always going to find a reason to disagree with someone. I literally cannot find a reason why I would want a government like this. The government that only cares about the rich. Sorry I got political on you guys, but this is war and whatnot, so wars are very political because that's literally the only reason we go to war. Other than maybe World War II, where we were fighting against, people that were literal monsters, which doesn't seem to be the case anymore. It's all about resources and money now. But yeah, on to reason number 3. Last but not least, Gen Z and Alpha will not fight in World War III. because we know how dangerous this shit can be. We have played so many video games revolving around wars, Call of Duty, Battlefield, every other military, Ghost Operations, Roblox games about it. There are so many war-based video games that we have seen. We've seen what war does to people. We've seen what can happen to people on the battlefield in a virtual video game. Literally. And that's the worst part is, real life is worse than that. And we're already scared for our safety and our lives after playing video games about it. If you think we are dumb enough to go out there on the battlefield when we've literally seen people with whole AC-130s be able to kill an entire lobby in Call of Duty, then I'm sorry, you're crazier than I am. You're crazier than all of us are. And we are the ones with the mental health crisis here. If you think you are going, any kind of benefits, any amount of money that you bring can make us like disregard our lives and the lives of our family if we were to die on the battlefield because you want to have a dick measuring contest, then hey, you're dumber than I thought. The amount of people in Gen Z and Alpha I've seen talking about harming themselves to keep them away from the war, or just dead seriously taking the prison time for dodging the draft, is actually insane to me. So when I say Gen Z and Gen Alpha will not fight in World War III, I genuinely mean they will not fight in World War III because their lives literally depend on it. They will harm themselves if need to. Like, my dad is a military veteran. He was in the military for 8 years. He advocates to me and my brothers that we do not go anywhere near the military in any way, shape, or form. I'm taking ROTC my senior year of high school. The only reason I'm taking this is because my friends asked me to, and because the sergeant major really wanted me to, because I'm very physically gifted. Well, I wouldn't say physically gifted, I'm physically disciplined. I put in a lot of work the past 4 years. So, yeah, it's very prevalent to them. But my dad really didn't want me doing it because we don't want to be receiving no phone calls about you being, in the military and whatnot. And I completely understand. I don't want to go to the military. I'm only doing this for credits and because I could potentially get a, scholarship for this, which really isn't going to matter anymore, considering the fact that a lot of FAFSAs and whatnot are literally getting taken away from us by the government because they cut them. So going to college is going to get even harder in America. So, I don't think you guys understand, the state of the world. It's getting worse, and it's going to continue to get worse for the next couple of years. But, yeah. Those are the 3 reasons why Gen Z/Alpha will not be participating in World War III. If you guys did enjoy this video, please hit the like button and subscribe like I said earlier. If you guys did enjoy, please watch another video. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys later.